March 22nd, 2015. Woke up extra early, worried about Angelica Bobcat. She knocked her e-collar off while I was giving her shots yesterday, so I've been checking in every few minutes via our webcam on Ustream. She hasn't messed with the incision from what I can tell. That was short. How about March 23rd, 2015? Dinner with my darling at Whisky Joes on the Causeway. See our sign at the top left? They are supporters of the sanctuary. Vets and reporters. I am up early today because Dr. Tammy Michau and Dr. Wynn Swearingen went to sedate Simba Leopard to look at his eye. He has a hole in the cornea that I wanted to treat with eye drops rather than sedate him for extensive surgery. He's so old, and I expect to lose him every day, so it seems unfair to put him through this. But now they are saying it could be a fungal infection, and that could hurt him a lot more. So we are going to sedate him at 9 a.m. this morning. 10 a.m. Dr. Miller thinks his eye is healing better than expected and opted not to do surgery today. Whew, another bullet dodged. Before leaving, I had to respond to a time-sensitive report in the UAE. Hi, Carole. I feel as if you are more qualified to answer this journalist's query. Do you have time today? Best, Judy Mills. And then this was email header. The subject was Urgent Journalist Request. Comment about conditions of circus animals in the UAE. Hi, Judy. Julian Rademeyer suggested that I call you. I'm a journalist for 7 days, the only independent daily newspaper in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. I'm working on a story you might be interested in and wanted to share, as well as ask if you might be able to comment. It is about a lion and 2 tigers that have been living in deplorable conditions for months at a circus site in Dubai. Attached is a picture of the lion, and below are links to the videos of the tigers being made to practice tricks, with the trainer using a rake and a shovel to direct them. The circus shut 3 months ago, but the animals have been living in these stuffy conditions pictured all the while. The current temperature is 32 degrees Celsius, and we've had several severe dust storms over the past few months. Since the media attention about their living conditions, the tigers have disappeared, and a witness claims to have seen people making offers to buy them in public about an hour away from the circus site. I was hoping you would be able to share your thoughts with me, from a global perspective, on the impact of these conditions on the animals and what it means for the species. Any UAE-specific data that you have might be useful too. My deadline is end of play today, Monday, March 23rd. However, if you are able to assure me of a comment after the deadline, I will hold the story another day. Please note the links to the videos are currently unlisted and confidential. And I just tried them again, and they're still unlisted. Thank you very much for listening. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best wishes, Mega. P.S. Sorry I haven't read your book. It's The Blood of the Tiger. But I hope to get my hands on a copy over the summer now that I've learned about it from Julian. And then I wrote to Mega saying, Dear Mega, Judy Mills asked if I would share my perspective on how lions and tigers being treated this way affects global populations. The conditions you show are truly deplorable, and my heart aches for the cats being so deprived of everything they need to be the magnificent animals they are. Seeing the training that goes on behind the scenes is something most people are never going to see. If people knew the animals are beaten, starved, and sometimes even killed in the process, they would not go to a circus or a wild animal performance. The evil people who use wild animals for such ventures are smart enough to hide what they do and to lie about it. They will always tell their audience that they only use positive reinforcement and praise. The fact of the matter is that they must carry something with them into the ring when in front of a crowd to make the cats think that they have the weapons that they were used. The fact of the matter is that they must carry something with them into the ring when in front of a crowd to make the cats think they have the weapons that were used during training. The whips look like long sticks to the cats and are a reminder to do the trick or be hit. A lot of trainers use electric cattle prods. Then, at showtime, they carry a short stick in their back pockets or in their hands that is about the same length of the shock sticks. They will often disguise it to the crowd. with ribbons to make it look just like a decoration. But during training, those ribbons are tied to the cattle prod, so when the cat sees it on stage, they think the trainer could shock them for not doing the trick. The reason that just one cruel circus act in the UAE can cause suffering worldwide is that as long as it is legal to abuse animals for entertainment anywhere, then it is an excuse to not ban it everywhere. Below is the only incident that has come to my attention involving injury by a captive big cat in the UAE. There are hundreds more at this link, bigcatrescue.org/big-cats-attacks. July 18th, 2011. Ajman, United Arab Emirates. Salem Al-Sayed, the 2-year-old girl's father, said, Sarah accompanied my brother's children and the maid to a neighbor's house to play with the children there. Sarah went innocently toward the lion, which was in a cage, which was not properly closed. The lion pounced on the girl and was about to bite her when the maid intervened and saved baby. Effects of the lion's canines can be cured with time, but the psychological effects of the attack is difficult to heal, as my daughter still suffers from intense fear and starts screaming and crying at any loud sound. He added, I call upon the concerned authorities to impose controls on breeding wild animals in the homes. This time my baby narrowly escaped death, but what will be the fate of others who may be exposed to similar incidents? End of quote. For the Cats, Carole Baskin, CEO of Big Cat Rescue.